I wanted to try to make it work.
Johnny Depp taking the stand for a second day in a Fairfax County, Virginia courtroom on Wednesday.
I was sort of not allowed to be right, not allowed to have a voice.
He is suing his ex-wife Amber Heard for $50 million for defamation over a 2018 Washington Post opinion piece she wrote about her experience with domestic abuse. While the article does not name Depp, Depp testified that allegations of abuse have cost him, quote, nothing less than everything. On the stand, Depp testifies about the mental and physical abuse he says he endured from Heard.
It could begin with, throwing a TV remote at my head. It could be throwing a glass of wine in my face.
According to Depp, a 2015 argument over postnuptial agreements led to Heard throwing 2 vodka bottles, one of them severing part of his finger.
Blood was just pouring out. And at that point, I think that I went into some sort of, I don't know what a nervous breakdown feels like, but that's probably the closest that I've ever been. And I knew in my mind and in my heart, this is not life. This is not life. No one should have to go through this.
Heard has denied the claim. She filed a countersuit for $100 million against Depp, alleging defamation. That case is ongoing. Depp also testified that Heard put a cigarette out on his face.
The green dot is a wound from Ms. Heard taking my cigarette, and this is after the finger had gone away, and she stubbed it out in my face and on my cheek.
In a photo presented to the court, Depp alleges that Heard is responsible for the bruise on his left cheek.
I believe that's, well, it's definitely me. After receiving kind of a roundhouse punch from Ms. Heard.
Jurors were presented with multiple audio recordings of arguments between Heard and Depp. In one of them, Heard seems to admit hitting Depp.
I'm sorry that I didn't hit you across the face in a proper slap, but I was hitting you. It was not punching you. Babe, you're not punched.
Don't tell me what it feels like to be punched. Did you start physical fights?
I did start a physical fight.
Yeah, you did, so I out of there.
Yes, you did. So you did the right thing, the big thing. You know what? You are admirable.
Depp explaining to the jury what they just listened to.
What was just played on the audio recordings was very much the tone and the aggression and the attitude and the need for a fight from Ms. Heard.
And if you're wondering about that finger, a large part of the top portion of the finger was actually severed completely off, and the bones were crushed and sticking out, and the jury saw a picture of that. And actually, someone found the severed part of the finger. He was rushed to the hospital, ultimately came to Los Angeles for plastic surgery to put it back on.